Tonight in Iraq, there's a race to rape little girls before they are raped by U.S. soldiers. Tonight in Iran, there's a missile aimed at the hill where Hafiz wove pieces of his spirit into a blanket to keep us warm. Tonight, my skin is the color of 100 white flags, torn apart at the seams and sewn into a body bag. Is this your pursuit of happiness? Robert E. Lee once said, "What a cruel thing war is, to have hatred in our hearts rather than love for our neighbors." In these two poems, the author shows that hatred can make a difference. Pursuit of Happiness and When the Bough Breaks by Andrew Gibson. The casket as small as a music box, a mother lifting that song to her ear. A mother filling her lungs with sand and cradling her baby daughter until her own clavicle is as fine as powder. America, I dare you to place your holy water next to her tears and see where Jesus chooses to walk. Heaven doesn't know your name. Only the sound of you rolling your barrels of blood to its gates. Thinking grace is something you can buy with Muhammad's pulse. Tell me again how you intend to rescue their women. How you will teach them to read in schools you've turned to prisons. How you will offer them doctors in hospitals you've burned with their children inside. Tell me how they will no longer have to hide beneath burqas. How you will wrap them all in lace until they're all as conveniently rapeable as women in the States. Is this your pursuit of happiness? The orphanage you lit like a cigarette, you cough and it sounds like screams you cancered the soil with our holy flag. If you are a nation under God, how is hell so close to your prayers? Can you not see what you're pressing between your palms? A mother can never find the right place to store an empty cradle. A mouth can never find the right shape to hold lullabies it will never sing. Tonight, if you ripped the pipelines from your throat, if you hung them like wind chimes from the battered sky, would you remember how freedom rings? And your children sing your anthem so proud. America the Beautiful. Remember? Would you let one more soldier write his blood type on his boots? Would you let your pursuit of happiness steal so much God from the heart that I know is still beating beneath your bloody hand? When the bough breaks. It's 3 a.m. The emergency room psychiatrist looks up from his clipboard with eyes paid to care. And ask me if I see people who aren't really there. I say, I see people, but how the hell am I supposed to know if they're really there or not? He doesn't laugh. Neither do I. The math is not on my side. 10 stitches and 1 lie. I swear I wasn't trying to die. I just wanted to see what my pulse looked like from the inside. Fast forward 1 year. I'm standing in an auditorium behind a microphone reading a poem to 400 Latino high school kids who live with the breath of the INS crawling up their mother's backbones, and I'm frantically trying to hide my scars because the last thing I want these kids to know is that is that I ever thought my life was too hard. I've never seen a bomb drop. I've never felt hunger. I've also never seen lightning strike, but we all have heard thunder. And it doesn't take a genius to tell something's burning. The smoke rises between us, forming walls so high they split the sky like slit wrists, and then stars fall like blood. We're all left with nothing but a death wish. Do you remember the rest? Well, how about this one, America? Jesus wept. America, Jesus wept, but look at your eyes, as dry as a desert sand, dusting the edges of your soldiers' wedding bands. Do you know that children in Palestine fly kites to prove that they are still free? Can you imagine how that string must feel between their fingers as they kneel in the cinders of our missile heads? You can count the dead by the colors in the sky. The bow is breaking. The cradle is falling. Right now, a 6-year-old girl is crouched in a ditch in Lebanon, wishing on fallen bombs. Right now, our government is recording the test scores of Black and Latino 4th graders to see how many prison beds are going to be needed in the year 2021. Right now, there's a man on the street outside that door with outstretched hands full of heartbeats that no one can hear. He has cheeks like torn sheet music, every tear a broken crescendo falling on closed ears. At his side, there's a girl with eyes like an anthem that no one stands up for. Doctor, our insanity is not that we see people who aren't there. It's that we ignore the ones who are. Until we find ourselves scarred and ashamed, walking into emergency rooms at 3 a.m., flooded with a pain that we can't name or even explain because we are bleeding from the outside in. Skin is not impervious. Cultures built on greed and destruction do not pick and choose who they kill. Do we really believe our need for Prozac has nothing to do with Baghdad, with Kabul, with the Mexican border, with the thousands of U.S. school kids bleeding through budget cuts that will never heal to fuel our war tanks? Thank God for denial. Thank God we can afford the makeup to pile upon the face of it all. Look at the pretty world. Look at all the smiling people. And the voices of 1,000 broken nations saying, "Wake me. Wake me when the American dream is